Well, what's going on, Chiefs Kingdom? Well, a solid performance in this one. Yesterday, winning 21-7 over the Cleveland Browns. Uh, as, of course, we have already clinched the division and a very good chance to be the number one seed in the playoffs. Uh, 21-7 win over the Cleveland Browns. So this is our first time in a while, in like 2 months, that we've won a game by more than one possession, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, it's the first time since week 7 that we've won a game by more than one possession. That game was against the 49ers. But the big news was not us winning by more than one possession. It was the fact that Patrick Mahomes left the game late in the fourth quarter, which presumably was due to a high ankle sprain. And his status for our upcoming game is unknown. Uh, and yeah, so who knows how bad the injury is. Uh, I mean, he was walking up the field on his own. Uh, and, really honestly, this is nothing new. Of course, just 2 years ago, I guess, almost 2 years ago, he dealt with a high ankle sprain in that playoff game, played through it, uh, and basically was playing through a high ankle sprain that entire playoff run. So, but don't know if he'll be able to play in our next game, which will be Saturday against the Houston Texans, a team that also has already clinched their division. They just clinched their division yesterday. Uh, so, and if he doesn't go, then it will be Carson Wentz getting the start. Carson Wentz, who came into the game when Mahomes got hurt and did not come back, which albeit it was, of course, late in the game. And that was the first time all season, I believe, that Carson Wentz came into the game uh, and actually played a snap. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he actually attempted a pass for the first time all season and was 2 for 2. Of course, with all our close games, didn't need to come in into the game. So, anyway, in this game, we had a 3-and-out and then punted the ball, but however, the Browns, our returner, fumbled the ball, and we would get the ball right back and in great field position at the Browns' 20-yard line. And then just 2 plays later, on first and goal, Patrick Mahomes would find Juju Smith-Schuster from 7 yards out to put us up 7-0. Uh, and for Smith-Schuster, his first and only catch of the game resulted in a touchdown. That was just his second touchdown of the season. His only other one came in week 3 against the Falcons. Uh, and yeah, back in week 5 against the Saints, he had 7 catches for 130 yards but didn't score. So he hasn't had a lot of playing time since rejoining the Chiefs, but still has looked pretty solid when he has. And then the Browns had a good chance of getting on the board in Chiefs territory, but Jameis Winston's pass would be intercepted by the Chiefs' Brian Cook in the end zone. Uh, and then a long 14-play drive that would take up almost 7 minutes. Mahomes would find Noah Gray from 6 yards out to put us up 13-0. Harrison Butker's extra point would be no good, of course. Just activated from that knee injury, knee surgery. His first time kicking since week 10. So, and then unfortunately, Butker would have a missed field goal. It was only from 29 yards out, so that was too bad. He's very accurate, been one of the best kickers in the league ever since debuting. So, and then, on the very first play of the third quarter, the Browns with the ball, uh, and Jameis Winston's pass would be intercepted by Nick Bolton. And of course, a few years ago, actually, the last time that Winston was a full time starter with the Buccaneers, led the league in passing yards, but also led the league in interceptions. So, then on 1st and 10, Xavier Worthy, a 21-yard rushing touchdown to put us up 21-0. Then, just one play later, the Browns' next series, we would have a fumble recovered by Drew Tranquill. It would initially be forced fumble by Leo Chenal. Of course, had that blocked field goal last month against the Broncos. And then the Browns, towards the end of the third quarter, a 62-yard run by running back Jerome Ford to put the Browns on the board, and only down by 2 scores. So that make it 21-7 with still a full quarter to go. And then Jameis Winston would throw his 3rd interception of the game, looking like the Browns had a good chance of scoring to get right back in it. However, Trent McDuffie with his first career interception to give us the ball back, and after that 3rd interception by Jameis Winston, he would then be benched. Taking over at quarterback was 2nd-year quarterback Dorian Thompson-Robinson. He wasn't much better. And then we attempted to go forward on 4th and 3. The Browns 39, but Mahomes' pass would be incomplete, and that's when he would get injured and was limping off the field. And so then when we get the ball back, Carson Wentz into the game for the first time all season. And his 2 completions were to Hopkins and Worthy. And had a chance to, if we would have gotten 4th and 4th down, would have probably ended the game. But Browns would get the ball back with over 3 minutes left, and then on 3rd and 1, Thompson-Robinson's pass intercepted by rookie linebacker Jaden Hicks. In a 47-yard run, almost looking like it was going to be a touchdown, a pick 6, but wasn't. So game-ending interception. So what a day by our defense. 4 interceptions, and 5 sacks. 2 of them by George Karlaftis, the first ever multi-sack game for George, and 11 quarterback hits. And yeah, so it was outstanding. So 6 turnovers in this game by the Chiefs. Chiefs defense, pretty amazing. So, but on offense, we still struggled. Even though, had those 3 touchdowns, but they were, mostly due to our defense. So, but yeah, so fingers crossed that Mahomes is okay. But, X-rays were negative, so, but his status for our upcoming game against Houston, which will be on a short week, facing Houston Saturday, and then a short week, and then playing on Christmas Day, which oddly enough is on a Wednesday, against the Pittsburgh Steelers. So, yeah, 2 very rough, tough games. Then closing out the year at Denver, they very well could be in the playoffs. So, but I believe if we win on Saturday against Houston, then we would wrap up the 1 seed. So, but yeah, so till Saturday against Houston Texans, comments were saying go Chiefs.